Hello everybody, welcome to this quick tutorial video on how to play Scoundrel Dungeons, a variant I have designed for the Scoundrel Solitaire card game. To play this variant, all you need is a standard 52 card deck with jokers, and that's it. Scoundrel Dungeons places you as a scoundrel who chooses which dungeon to go delve into and explore, finding monsters, potions, weapons, loot, and people that you can interact with. Scoundrel Dungeons can be played in about 10 minutes and has lots of variation and replayability as you can explore different dungeons that change the main boss of that area for you to encounter. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and show you how the game is played. Alright, and then to begin, all we need to do is open up the first room. So we have a couple of cards here. First we have our diamond. This is a weapon that we can obtain from the room, a sword or a club, and that'll help us fight these monsters here, which all spades and clubs are going to be monster cards. And our red heart here is a health potion that we can use after we take some damage to help with our health. Let's go ahead and start. I'll pick up this, and then we're gonna fight the jack with this card. When you use your weapon to slay a monster, you subtract that weapon's value from the value of the monster. Numbered cards' value is the number listed on the card, and face cards go up from there, with jacks being 11 valued monsters, queens 12, kings 13, with ace being high, a 14 powered mini boss. In this example, we are subtracting 5 from the monster jack here, who is 11 power, and so 6 damage will be dealt to me as a result. So that'll be 10, 11, 6. So I got on a 14. Ouch. And then I'm also going to fight this guy. The second thing to remember about using your weapon is that it will degrade with use. For every monster slain, you may only slay another monster with that same weapon if it is a value lower than the previous monster slain. Not equal to, lower, and that'll be 3. So 1, 2, 3. Now that there's only one card, I could potentially use it right now if I wanted to, or we can move on to the next room. And so I'm going to move on to the next room. And here we have a couple of options and a new card. So the original Scoundrel does not play with the red face cards, but here we can, all the red face cards are NPCs that you encounter along the dungeon. And the queens are a captured maiden. And so we can actually recruit her as our partner and take 3 life points to have her come along with us. Since I'm low on health, I can only take 1 health potion every turn. So I'm gonna take this one, put it in a discard. It brings me up to 14, and then I'll go ahead and fight this just because it only takes 1, but my weapon is getting pretty weak. I won't be able to fight anything stronger than a 6 in this next room. And here we have several monsters. We could run away from this room, and I think that's what we're gonna do. So because my weapon's weak, we have all these monsters, and I can't clear out enough without taking too much health, we can choose to run away and put all these cards in the bottom of the deck and redraw a new set. And I put this marker here to remind myself that you can only run away one time unless you have the Captured Maiden, which allows you to kind of throw her into the room and run away. Now, this room also looks just as bad because this queen I can't really fight, and the 7. So I am going to use my queen here, run away again, and hopefully we can find a room with a weapon here. Oh, and we did. Putting that there to remind myself again that I cannot run twice in a row. So I have to fight in this room anyways. Let's go ahead and kill the 3. Don't have to take anything for that. And then I want this bad boy. And this time, I'm not interested in picking up the queen. I'm actually gonna throw her away, so that way we can save this health potion, since we can only go up to 20. And yikes, this is a rough room. This here is the boss of the Forgotten Mausoleum. They are the Necromancer. And so what they ask us to do is to shuffle this, and they may resurrect a monster from here. And let's see, since it takes these 2 and they are combined together to make a monstrous amalgam that we have to fight now, that is a 9 power card. Luckily we have this sword, so we can actually take it out pretty easily. We're going to start with the queen, so I get on to 11, and then we're going to take out this guy, and it'll act like a 9, so I wouldn't be able to get this other 9 because they have to be below. But I can use this health potion to bring me up to 20, back to where I was. And we can go to the next room. So another NPC we found. This one is a fellow adventurer that we can give a clean weapon that we have equipped to and recruit them. We can't recruit them with health like normal. Let's go ahead and do it. So I'm going to discard this to equip this 4, and then I'm going to just hand him the weapon to make him my partner. And now that I have him, he has his weapon, he can actually kill any monster free of charge for me. I will re-equip this 7 now, and I feel pretty strong going into this next room. Here is our last NPC you can encounter, who is the Lost Squire, and with their ability, you could recruit them to repair and remove a monster from your weapon. But with the king here already equipped, we couldn't have 2 of them. So let's go ahead and ignore him because I don't want to use him or get rid of the king. And then we'll do this, go down to 1, 2, 3. And let's go ahead and hit this too. So that'll take me down 2 more. And now we can go into another room. Now, we found the last new addition to, or I guess second to last, the scrolls. And I can actually grab this scroll, a scroll of cleansing, which I can use to, like a jack, to repair my weapon. And it actually repairs it fully too. So let's go ahead and do this. And then I'll go ahead and activate its ability to clean up everything and also give my weapon, now that it's enchanted by the scroll, +1. So it acts as an 8 now. And we'll take out this guy. And that's only 2. 1, 2. Since it's got 8 power. And that leaves us with our king to also help fight. Let's take this 8, and then we'll heal and take us up to 20. And then I'm just gonna fight this with my bare hands instead of choosing to put them onto my weapon and take the full damage, which goes 1, 2, 3. Okay, things are looking good. I could potentially run away from this room just because it's a low stakes room. But my weapon's getting kind of low after slaying so many things. So I think I'm gonna do this and then re-equip here. And then I'll use this, go up to 19 and save my runaway. Oh, this is really good too. So I am gonna run away from this room because this is too powerful. And I wanna save it for later in case we need it in the dungeon. And this room is way worse. So our ace here is high, so it is a 14 powered monster, the strongest ones past the enemies. And then this king here is 13 power. But since I have my fellow adventurer, I can actually use them to assassinate the king and take no damage. And that leaves me to clean up here. I will have to fight this ace on my own. So that's 8 damage. I go down to 11. Yikes. And then I'm actually gonna fight one of these with my bare hands. So I'm gonna fight the 4 with my bare hands. Go down to 7. And that's just to keep my weapon high and strong. But, oh, here we have our last new card, which is the last NPC. And this depends on which dungeon you go into. This person is actually the archaeologist. And very similar to the boss, she will find us an artifact that we can use. Alright, what do we get here? Oh, lots of scary monsters. So the only card here that's available is the 7. And since it's equipped to her, it acts as a 6 weapon, basically. So this is a great room too. I'm actually going to use the 10 and go up to 17. And then we'll go ahead and equip my new weapon. So we'll go bop, bop, take no damage. And then I'm going to equip this before we go into the next room. Now it's only a 6 powered weapon, but we don't even have to use it very much here. And I could pick up this jack. I think I will. 15, 14. And I'll recruit him. Then we'll heal. Go with the 20. And then I have to equip something at this point because I can't run away. So we'll discard my used weapon for a new but way worse weapon. And here we get our scroll of charming, which can allow us to skip the requirement to get a friend. So we can put that in our back pocket. But this ace is pretty scary. I have to fight it sometime, so I guess I'll fight it now. And that is going to be 11 damage. So I go down all the way to 9. Yikes. And then we can fight the 5, and that still hits me for 2 more. Oh, Lord. Okay, so this is bad. And I'm gonna run away from this. We're getting to the end of the dungeon here. But I remember storing some goodies in the bag. Holy cow. Okay. So this also looks bad. I might actually be dead. Let's use the jack to repair. And then we can take on the queen. No, because we'll die. So we heal for 3. We go up to 10. And then this is how much? 6? I go down to 4? And then I'm exactly dead. No! Go down to 0. What a shame, what a shame. Look at all the good stuff I had backed up to. Alrighty, I lost the first game, but that is how you play Scoundrel Dungeons. Killed the boss, but the minions at the end got me. So thanks again for watching. Blah, 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 blah.